Hi, I'm Marcia Lehman, and I'm a Knox County Master Gardener. Today I'm at the home of another Master Gardener, and we will be pruning a camellia, specifically a Camellia japonica. So japonica tells us this is not a native plant. That's okay. They have large, attractive blooms that come in a variety of colors. They most often get 6 to 12 feet tall with a spread of 6 to 10 feet. They like shady areas. That makes them a nice woodland plant. And generally the pruning is really simple. You're never going to take a hedge trimmer to a camellia. You're always going to use probably hand pruners and maybe occasionally the long-handled loppers. And they require minimal pruning. The two things you're looking for are dead wood, and that we have plenty of, compliments of the Arctic blast back at Christmas time 2022. And the second is occasionally they'll get what I like to call a moonshot, where a stem comes up and then just kind of takes off. And so you would need to shorten that, or perhaps follow it all the way back to where it connects to another branch and remove it there. This particular specimen has no moonshots. So what we are focused on today is removing the dead wood. And I'm going to drop my clipboard, and what we'll do is, for instance here, we do have some new green leaves coming out, so we'll come back to right above that leaf node and take that off. Likewise here, there's some new green growth, so we'll take it off right above that leaf node. And the good news is this particular specimen seems to be recovering. Sometimes you can take a lot of that dead wood just by breaking it off with your fingers, which is what I was doing earlier. But at this point now, I'm going to use the pruners to do that. So we have a fair amount of that dead wood to clean up. That's what we're going to start with. And when we get all that out, we'll come back and look at it a second time to see if it needs any other shaping adjustments, but my guess is not. So we're going to shut off the camera and work on this dead wood, and then we'll come back and show you what it looks like after we've cleaned it up. Okay, we have cleaned up all the dead wood that we could reach. I will admit there's still a little bit of dead wood that's taller than me, so it'll need a step stool or a short step ladder to get to the very top and clean up the little bit of dead stuff that's remaining. But as you can see here, you don't see any dead wood in here. Every little twig has some green coming out of it. So we focused on taking out the dead, and then as one final step, we did come back and remove some low hanging branches that were actually laying on the ground and getting covered up with this leaf litter. And that's generally not conducive to maintaining the health of the plant. So if it was in contact with the ground, we took it off. If it came up and then came out and then up and it's off the ground, we kept it. So we removed a little bit from the base, but here we go. That's the camellia. You're really focused on removing dead wood, taking out any moonshots, which we did not have, and then in this case we took off the really, really low little branches that were laying on the ground. So I hope you feel confident enough to go out and prune your own camellia. Not a whole lot to it, so I hope you learned something, and we thank you for joining us today.